So question 3 is not only difficult to conceptualize, but it's a long problem. So we have a hint to bisect this triangle from the left to the right side. This breaks us up into two triangles to where we could solve for C, the bisecting line, then solve for the bottom half using law of sines, and then solve for the top half using law of cosines. But first we need to solve for C. And we'll solve for C using the law of cosines. So let's begin. And in case you get lost at any point in the road, I wrote a step-by-step of where we're going. So the first thing is to solve for C. So C equals C squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b times cosine of angle C. So to fill it in, 829.3 squared plus 506.5 squared minus 2 times 829.3 times 506.5 all times, or that times cosine of 129 and 18 degrees. To solve for this, I can just take the square root of both sides, and I'll just write quotation marks there, meaning all of that. What we end up with is C equals 829.3 squared plus 506.5 squared minus 2 times 829.3 times 506.5 times cosine of 129 18 degrees. And it's really important to write out your work for long problems like this because it's very easy to make a calculation error. So first let's do this part. And I'll bring out my calculator. So 829.3 squared plus 506.5 squared equals 944,280.74. 944,280.74. And then let's do this side. But before we do this side, we need to convert 129 18 minutes to decimal degrees. This is easy since we don't have seconds. There are 60 minutes in a degree, so all I have to do is divide 18 by 60 to get the decimal equivalent of the minutes, and then add the degrees. I get 129.3. At this point, I can take the cosine of that and get a negative number, and then multiply it by 506.5, and then also by 829.3, and also by 2, which that's negative 532.091. .17383, and then 1796. So one number minus a negative number, it's really just adding. So to this I'll just add, or first I'll make it positive, and then add our 944 280.74. I get 1 million something. Then I take the square root of that. I get 1250.06. So I'll write that. C equals 1215.06. 045 6863. And that's just for C. We still got 2 more values to go. So now let's move on to the bottom half of A here. And to solve for the bottom half of A, we can use the law of sines. So I'll have sine of, let's call it A to the B for the bottom half of A, is over, looks like it's going to be over 506.5 equals the sine of 129.3. I'll just call it out in its decimal form, divided by 12.1506 ... because I have to continue that decimal. So if I plug that into my calculator, looks like I need to put 1215 on the bottom, so I'll divide 1 by it to put it on the bottom. And then, actually, let me write this out so I don't make an error. A equals the inverse sine of 506.5 times sine of 129.3 over 1215.06 ... So multiplied by 506.5 multiplied by sine of 129.3, and then take the inverse sine of that, gets me 18.81. So I'll write that out. 18.81881076. 1076, was that it? 1. Alright, that's second value down. Now we just need our third, which is going to be the top half of A, which we'll use law of cosines to solve for that one. So what we can do is we can do 402 squared equals 1215.06 ... squared plus, what was the other one? Plus 914.5 minus 2 times 1215.06 ... times 914.5 multiplied by cosine of the top half of A. So now talk about, here is an extensive problem. I need to do 402 squared minus 1215.06 ... squared minus 914.5 squared divided by -2 1215.06 914.5. All that equals cosine of A of t, sorry. And then I can take the inverse cosine of the whole thing and say it equals A of t. There we go. And now I plug away into my calculator. So we have 402 squared minus 1215.06. So 402 squared. And I'll do the 914.5 right now. Whoops. And then minus 1215.06. 0.60456.863 squared. So this whole thing is about -2 million or so. Then let's divide divided by -2 divided by 914.5 divided by 1215.06 0.60456.863 equals 0.96 something. So then all that's left is to take the inverse cosine. So inverse cosine of that is 14.54. I'm going to add our top, or I'm going to add our bottom t to this. So plus 18.81881076.1. And we get 33 something. Let's see what our sig figs were. Round to the nearest degree. So we get 33 degrees at the end of this long thing.